I'm so excited. Hey, welcome to my 35-week pregnancy update. This week the baby is the size of a pineapple. Is that off focus? I'm not sure what the difference between a Hawaiian pineapple and a regular pineapple is, because a few weeks ago she was the size of a Hawaiian pineapple. But then the other app says she's the size of a kid's backpack. So I think it's supposed to be like those Skip Hop backpacks. To me that's what it looks just like, one of those Skip Hop backpacks that have like all the animals. So anyways, she's supposed to be 18.1 inches long and 5.07 pounds, which that's crazy. Like, she's 5 pounds, and I think it's her, the last ultrasound I had, I've mentioned a few times, which was like ages ago now, she was measuring slightly bigger for her age or whatever, gestational age, so I assume she's still slightly bigger, but who knows. So I assume she's definitely over 5 pounds, but 5 pounds seems so crazy because when I was born I was 5 pounds 6 ounces, and I know that's super tiny, and my mom said I was super tiny, but that's so crazy that like I was fine, like I was born fine, I didn't have any issues or anything. So that's crazy that like a baby, this baby is like that size already. Does that make any sense? Anyways, let's see, does the app say anything interesting? Oh, it says her hearing is fully developed, which is crazy, and responds best to high-pitched noises, so she's definitely gonna know what her sister sounds like. I realized that a few weeks ago. I thought that's really cool that she's gonna definitely, like, obviously your baby knows your own voice and the people that you see the most often, so like your husband's voice or your partner or whatever, but she's gonna know her sister's voice, so I'm hoping that she is like used to Grace's squeals and shrieks and, you know, just toddler noises, because she's been hearing that forever, right? I thought that was kind of cool. I thought it said, no, maybe not. Okay, so moving on to my symptoms. I've had like a variety of symptoms this week, basically all just like annoying, uncomfortable symptoms. The first thing that I wanted to mention is that I've had a sore right knee. It was like earlier in the week, I think like Monday, Tuesday, my right knee was so sore, and I've had knee problems in the past. I had some knee issue when I was like in high school, younger. I cannot remember for the life of me what it was called now, but it was something to do with my thigh muscles. The muscles attached to the knee weren't like strong enough, so I don't know, but it caused a lot of pain in high school, and my knee clicked all the time. They still click a lot, but I've always had knee issues, so I'm not surprised that when I'm carrying more weight my knees get sore. But it wasn't the same soreness, it was more of like a sharp pain soreness, if that makes any sense, and it was only in the right knee. I read in one of the apps, I'm pretty sure it was this week, it might have been from last week, that your joints loosen or something. So I'm wondering if that is from that, if those things go together. Basically, I don't really know what it feels like when your joints loosen. I don't know how to describe that feeling, I don't know, so I'm wondering if that's why I had the knee pain. The next thing was that I've had a lot of shortness of breath this week. I don't know if you can notice when I'm talking. I notice when I film these videos I have to like breathe more, make a point to breathe. But I live in BC in Canada, so there has been a ridiculous amount of forest fires. If you don't know, our entire province has been on fire. So today is actually the first day in like, ew, there's a big spider out on my, building a web out on my fence. Sorry, that totally distracted me. Today's the first day in like a long time, like weeks, that it's like sunny and like I can actually see the sky, and yeah, it's been nice today not having all that smoke, but like this whole past week and the past few weeks, but especially this week I think it's been really bad. So yeah, but I've really noticed with the fires has been like just more like effort to breathe, if that makes sense. And I definitely notice like when I wake up in the morning my throat will be sore sometimes, or like, yeah, I just definitely noticed the fires or the smoke affecting me. The next thing that I have written down is that she feels heavy, more so like at the end of the day. I don't know if this is like, I don't remember really feeling this way with Grace, even though I got like way bigger, but she just feels like heavy all the time, more so at the end of the day. Just like Greg was joking that that he wishes that you could like take the belly off and he could like hold it for a while for me. And I seriously wish that you could. I wish that you could like take your belly off and like give it to your husband or partner and let them carry it for a while, because she's so heavy. Like, it's just, I don't know how to describe it other than she feels heavy. So if you watched my last week's video, you know that my doctor did tell me that she was really low down and to take it easy. So I have been taking it easy this week because she told me to, but she really didn't want the baby to come, and neither did I, before 36 weeks. I talked about this in my previous, like, last week's video, because then I can stay at my, like, local hospital anytime after 36 weeks. Before that point, they don't have the, like, technology or whatever to, you know, it's just not safe enough. They're not like a super big hospital. It's a slightly smaller hospital, so it's safer for you to be transferred to another hospital if your baby's gonna be born before 36 weeks. So tomorrow I'm 36 weeks, so I'm so happy. We just have to make it past midnight and we can stay in this hospital unless some unforeseen what's the word I'm thinking of, complication happens. But with taking it easy this past week, I've noticed I feel like I'm feeling less pressure. Not that I was feeling a whole lot, but in week 34 I was feeling what I think is pressure. This week I haven't been feeling that as much, so I assume that's from taking it easy. So I don't know if she can like move back up, if like babies do that, if like once they move down. Like, she never used the word engaged, so I don't know if she was like engaged or if she was just really low. I'm not really sure. I tried to Google like what the difference is, but I don't know. Basically, there wasn't really a difference, and it just, I don't know. Anyways, I'm wondering if she's potentially moved up a little bit more because I've been taking it really easy. So after 36 weeks, like probably after my doctor's appointment, which is next Tuesday, I'll try to do more like walking and stuff to like get things going again, because I am definitely getting to that point, or at that point, where I'm definitely getting tired of being pregnant, which is definitely a huge big difference between my pregnancy with Grace. With her, I was so happy to be pregnant. Not that I'm not happy now, but I didn't mind going over my due date, and I said to people all the time, people are always like, oh, are you excited, are you like over it, do you really want her to come? And I remember saying to like everybody that I was fine with her staying in. I wasn't super uncomfortable. It was hot. I was definitely hot. But once she came out, then I had to share her, and this way she was all mine. And I don't feel that way so much this time. I don't really want to share her. I still feel that way. But I think because I've been through having a newborn and all those things, I'm so excited. Like, I'm more excited to meet this baby than I was to Grace. Not that I love them any less or anything like that, but because I've had a newborn and I know how like awesome the newborn snuggles and just all of that is, I'm so excited for that. Whereas when I had Grace, I didn't really know, I didn't have that experience yet, so I wasn't as excited for that because I just didn't know, basically. Anyways, what is next on my list? Oh, last week I forgot to mention, I sort of talked about, and then I got distracted, that I think I talked about that I think she's really long. Or no, I talked about that I'm able to feel her kicking my ribs, and I never felt that with Grace. And what I wanted to talk about further, but then I got distracted or whatever, was that with her being so low, like when my doctor felt her head was so low, and I'm feeling her all the way up in my ribs, so I'm thinking she's gonna be really long. Grace was 19 inches, I was gonna say centimeters, 19 inches, which I thought was pretty average when I had her, but now just from like seeing other people's babies like posts online and stuff, I realized that that's actually on the smaller side. I have heard of babies like, I don't want to say normal or regular, but like not preemie, like babies born at an appropriate time or whatever, be 18 inches or 18 and a half or things like that. But I've heard of babies being like 22 inches long, so I realized that Grace was actually shorter, or on the shorter end when she was born. She's definitely made up for that. She's tall for her age now, but I think that this baby it just makes sense to me that she's gonna be tall or like really long, because if she was really low down and I could feel her all the way up in my ribs, and I never felt that with Grace, she must be taller than Grace. But who knows, maybe she's just really flexible. So that was sort of like, I meant to talk about that last week, but I'll talk about it now. And the other thing that I've just randomly never talked about, I don't think, is that like symptom that I've had. Basically, I looked back at my bullet journal and I wrote it down in my first bullet journal like update for my pregnancy. So basically from day one, and this is a super common symptom, is like a super sense of smell. I smell everything. Luckily I never had like a whole lot of nausea, so that wasn't an issue. I know that's a huge issue for a lot of women, but I can't remember, Greg opened something and it was like he was all the way across the room, and like instantly as soon as he opened it I could smell it, and I was like, whoa. And it reminded me that I smell everything when I'm pregnant, and we were kind of like joking about it, and I realized that I don't think I've ever mentioned it in these videos. So that's not just like a 36-week symptom, that's like an entire pregnancy symptom. And then the last thing that I have to talk about is that I think I've mentioned, or I know I've mentioned in previous updates, I have to pee all the time, but I don't think I've mentioned that I get up like so many times a night. With Grace, I got up once a night, every single night, possibly 2 times on a rare occasion, but usually it was just once a night. This time I get up like so many times a night. Like I think I've gotten up some nights like 3 times, maybe not 4, but like 2 times every single night. Like, and I go pee right before I go to bed. Like if I'm laying in bed, if we go to bed and like watch a show, Greg and I, when the show is finished, I get up, go pee, go back to bed, and then I still have to get up 2 to 3 times in the night. And it's very frustrating. The last few nights I've woken up around like 5:30 and had to go pee, and then I couldn't get back to sleep like when I got to bed, like when I came back to bed. So that's been really frustrating. Eventually around like 6 or 7, usually when Greg goes to work, I'll finally fall asleep again, and then he'll wake me up when he goes to work, and so that definitely sucks. But I just thought that I would pee the same amount as when I was pregnant with Grace. I don't know if it's because she is lower, I don't know if that makes a difference, but maybe just because every pregnancy is different. I think that is all I have to talk about. I feel like I actually talked about a lot this week. Don't have any other symptoms. I didn't get anything new this week. I did get some like postpartum supplies, but that's not really for the baby, so I didn't want to show it in this video. I'm thinking about making a postpartum supply / basket video, if that makes sense. I've seen a few online, and they like on YouTube, or like posts on not Twitter, Pinterest, and they've definitely been helpful for me for like getting stuff ready for what I will need after. Even though I've already given birth to 1 baby, I just, even it was only 2 years ago, you still just like forget. So anyways, I'm thinking about making one of those videos. So that's all I have to say. I think I will go ahead and show my bump. Alright, here she is at 35, almost 36 weeks. Maybe I'll take this off. It's definitely been cooler out. I don't know if summer's over, but I'm wearing a sweater, so it's obviously cooler. So here's my bump. Oh, and my belly button, I think, let me see, has popped out. I don't know, it's pretty flat. I don't know if it might pop out more. I can't remember if it popped out more than this with Grace, or if it just like got flat. So there, it looks way bigger without my shirt on. Is that just me? So yeah, there's my bump at 35 weeks. So I hope you enjoyed this week's update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to follow my journey. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.